Greetings and salutations, my brother. Now, in the grand scheme of things, I ain't really been producing for that long, but in the short time that I have, I've learned a lot. Let's have a listen to one of my early beats. Free Jack Harlow type beat, immaculate. I think this was actually one of the first beats I made, and I was already trying to sell this bullshit. Oh my God, what is this art? Good Lord, these are some of the worst drums I've ever heard in my entire life.
Honestly? Yeah. Horrific.
Huh? And now, let's listen to one of my most recent. In today's video, I'm gonna be going over 4 things that I've learned over the last 3 years that have taken my beats to the next level, or at least made me like not as shit as I used to be. Anyway, let's get into it. Alright, so number 1 and most important, sound selection. You could have the craziest melody, but if your choice in drum sounds are poop, the beat's gonna be poop. Let's give this beat that I just made a listen. Personally, I'd say that's some pretty decent sound selection. Like the sounds just match. Now I've gone ahead and swapped out a few sounds and made an alternate version. Let's see what that's sounding like. Oh, fucking hell. Now that was a very extreme example, but hopefully you get my point. Use high quality sounds that make sense with the beat. That being said, if you want some high quality drum sounds with a ton of mixer presets, MIDI, melodies, check out my drum kit. Number 2. Leveling, which basically just means getting your sounds at a decent volume. Now just leveling the sounds in your beat properly will get you way further than any fancy parallel compression, E=MC² LUFS minus 8.0 bullshit. Once your beat is leveled to your liking, then you can go in and add all the fancy shit, but that's just extra. Now I'm gonna just take a beat that I've already finished, get rid of all the leveling, and then just do it live for you guys. I know how to turn down sounds, Jay. I don't need to watch it. Well, you're gonna, aren't you? All right? All right, so we're gonna reset these. I'm gonna reset all of these nuts. Sorry. Before I go ahead with the leveling, all I've got on my master channel is a fruity soft clipper. This makes it so any sound that goes above 0 dB doesn't clip and get, I just spat on my fucking keyboard. This makes sure that, this makes sure any sound that goes above 0 dB doesn't get distorted and clipped. And I've also got a bit of fresh air on the master just to make it sound a bit crunchier. But let's see what it sounds like with no leveling on it. That's actually kind of sounding hard already, but there's obviously a few things that's just way too loud. For example, the melody. Usually I like to have my melody hitting at around between 18 and 15. Also, what stuck out to me was the counter snare was way too loud. So let's bring that right down. Now let's listen to the snare. The snare's going pretty loud, but to be honest, I think it sounds pretty good as it is. Now let's go for the 808. Yeah, way too loud, it's distorted. I didn't even realize I forgot to turn my kick down, so let's reset that and see what it's sounding like. That's sounding pretty good already, but I want this beat to slap. What I usually do, since I've got my soft clipper on, I can just turn the kick up to a max and just make it slap. Some people like their kicks hitting soft, some people like them hitting hard. I like them hitting hard. Now let's unmute the 808. Now we've got a little drum fill coming up. That's way too loud. Just unmute this as well. This little riser. That sounded alright. Now we've got gunshot as well. Got a riser coming up. Let's just turn it down a bit. And that is it for the leveling, I think. Keep it simple, man. Keep it simple. Number 3, space. Not that kind of space, you moron. Now I know with drill, it can be really easy to keep on adding layers upon layers to your beats, but all this does in the long run is increase your chances of just fucking the mix up. But one thing I've learned over time is that the lack of sound is what makes your beat slap more. Does that make sense? I guess you just have to consider your intent when you're making a beat. Is this beat for someone to rap on? If so, maybe I'm just gonna use like a counter snare, and a drum fill, for example. As you can see, the beat has space. So if I were to add some abracadabra vocals to it.
If he don't run when I bang this smash, then they're gonna have to find doctors like, you know, lean with it, leave his life on zero. You don't see the boom come big like Ebo. Ring that, drilling my Air Force Ones and bring that. I ain't got time for no TikTok, I come from blue black days, Rambo with my blue back. Big machine in my hand and it's full to the brim, no hair, no kick that straight, but, when I click that, aiming for the floor, you know, that man, they scream when they hear that bullet.
So when we throw some vocals over it, we can see that there's not too much going on in the beat. However, if you want to make a beat that you're just intending to listen to by itself, no rappers whatsoever, go ham, add as much shit as you want.
You cannot change. You will always be a monster.
Jay, turn it up a little.
If you lot want me to break that beat down, I will, because it's hard as fuck. Finally, number 4, collaboration. I make all my melodies myself. All of my beats are made by me. I made the computer that I use to make my beats. I also made the parts that I use to make the computer that I use to make my beats and my samples. Nigga, no one gives a shit. You ain't gonna win some kind of trophy for doing everything yourself. The best ideas come when collaboration happens. Make friends with other producers and work together. Some of my best beats have come from using other people's melodies. And the small amount of placements that I do have has come from me sending my melodies out to other producers. Networking and collaboration is just, you know? Now this was a quick one, but I hope you guys have found the video useful. If you did, don't forget to drop a like on the video. If you don't want to miss the next care package of sauce, that sounded wrong, make sure you hit the subscribe and the little bell notification next to it too. Now that you're done watching the video, you should probably check out this one next. You know what? I'm thinking beat battles on the horizon. Peace.